Good morning, happy Monday, August 28th. September's almost here. You guys realize that. August is almost done. September is here, which means college football, baseball playoff hunt, NFL football, and sort of the cooling down phase of the summer, which I'm actually okay with. Because the sun right now is orange, again, which means that today's supposed to be in the 90s, mid-90s. And for Washington State, that's... no. Just please don't. Stop hitting me. It's been a hot summer, and it makes me wonder. According to the Farmer's Almanac, it says that this winter is supposed to be cold. But average snowfall, which means for Washington State we might have one snow day, at least where we live. And we'll see how it goes. I didn't mind the fact that there was a lot of snow in the mountains this year. So I am going on the Enchantments hike out in Leavenworth, Wenatchee National Forest area, and it's out there. If there's not a lot of snow, there's the lower lakes. For those of you who are familiar with the territory, the lower lakes, it's a Snow Lake, and I forget the other one. There's Nada Lake, I think. There's a lot less water, and so there's a little bridge that divides the two snow lakes at the bottom. And most of the time, when there's a decent flow, you have to take your shoes off and tread your way across the concrete bridge. It's about this wide, and it's concrete, and it's just a divider between the two lakes. But usually when it's full, when the Snow Lake is full, it has an overflow over to the other side. But the last year, you couldn't see water standing on that bridge unless you looked at the other side, which is like that little lake over there now always has water. But Snow Lake, the first one, you couldn't see. The water was probably out 50 to 75 yards. It was out there. And it was just such a, because there wasn't very much snow that winter. And this last winter, there was a lot. And I was supposed to do the Enchantments back in July. I couldn't do it because I had an injury in my ankle that just prevented me from. It was just bad. I had no idea what it was. I don't know why it was hurting. And also, it's like I didn't know if it could have been far worse, and I could have been the guy that got hurt in the back country and had to get hauled out by a helicopter. Heard those are pretty expensive. Anyway, so this time we're doing it, heading out there Thursday evening, grabbing a room, already have it reserved in East Wenatchee, and then driving out there Friday morning, and then conquering it and trying to do it under 12 hours, which is my goal. I think we'll do it. I think I'm ready this year. I feel good. So that means limited running this week. So, but this past weekend was daughter bonding with daddy time. My girl, she wanted to go on vacation. I said, yeah, just go, have fun. Went out with her friends. So I had her for the entire weekend. I kind of forced myself to do a few things. I learned how to do hair. I've never done hair before. First time attempt was decent. The second time was a lot better, and so it's like I'm getting better at it. So I feel a lot more comfortable doing her hair. It's not just I'm not just leaving it out and about flying around whenever she's alone with me. I can actually do hair now, so that's a victory. Another victory is her and I got to bond really well, which is great. The third thing, I have to point this out to any single parent out there that raises children on your own. Major kudos. It's difficult. The McGregor Mayweather fight. I went over to a buddy's house. We ordered it, and she's, my daughter. She's almost 2, and so there's a bunch of other kids there, and I had to watch everything she was doing because, she's at that age where she could fall off anything, and just a slight bump from somebody else, she could fall over. She's small, she's tiny, and it's like she's got to, get her bumps and bruises. And trust me, I know this. She's covered with bruises all the time in her head and her face. She's always falling off stuff, and so when there's other kids that are involved and there's concrete and a lot of hard wood objects like the porch, I had to really watch her close because I didn't want her to fall down. And so I kind of had to play helicopter dad. But, it's extremely difficult. I didn't get a chance to sit down that entire fight, really. And I watched, just basically watched over her, make sure she didn't do anything and crawl in anything, because it was past her bedtime and everything. But, it's, as a single parent, it's difficult. It's a thing where people are like, well, you should have done this or that, differently in your life, and, but the thing is, for I would say a majority of single parents, I would say probably it's in the 90s that it's the men's fault, and it's sad because men can just leave and come and go whenever they want, and whenever they show up, when they happen to show up, they become the hero, and the mom's always the villain, or she can be the good person once in a while, but she's, if she doesn't let the kid see the father, then it's she's the bad guy, and it's I just think that men, you need to take responsibility upon yourself to take care of your kids. You know that you have sex with someone and you create a life. You made that choice. Women can't coerce men into bed necessarily. It's has a lot to do with the females or the men. Men are the ones who do the work. That's just the truth. They're the ones that pursue. They're the ones that want it. They're the ones that can choose whether to wear something or to pull out or something like that. They have those choices, and it's a choice. And so I think that the creation of a child or a life is primarily the responsibility, and it's on the man. And if you choose to sleep with someone, you better make damn well sure that that woman's not going to be crazy, and that you have a future with her, and that you're going to be there and being a assist in a co-parenting environment. Because if you're not, there is a lot that goes into raising a kid, and it's not just maternal instincts and anything like that. It's the fact that having two people to help raise a kid is the way that it should be. It's not always the case. Sometimes things happen. Jobs, for military men and women and police officers and first responders, that stuff does happen in car accidents, unfortunately. But for men that have kids with women, and you choose not to be there, I have no respect for you. None. Men that, she's too crazy. Well, you shouldn't have slept with her. You chose to sleep with her, you accept your responsibilities of what happens afterwards. And it's extremely difficult. It's not easy. I have it wasn't a problem doing. It was just a slight change in how I normally do things, but it's difficult. It is difficult being a single parent, and if you leave somebody to do it all on their own, you have no respect for me at all. You create a life, you help raise that life. And so for the single parents out there, I still salute you. It's a difficult thing to do. It's not easy, and it just makes you want to tell everyone you come across at a young age, say, look, if you choose to have sex, there are consequences, there are things that happen because of it, and you better make damn well sure that the consequences that happen, both people are manning up, are taking responsibility and doing what they have to do to raise that kid. Because a kid is being raised by one parent or with two parents is tough enough, but with one parent, it is extremely tough. And I have nothing but respect for those people that are single parents. So, as you can see, the sky is orange. You can see it right here. It looks like I'm locked myself in an oven. So, have a great Monday. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll talk more about the enchantments hike I have coming up on Friday. And, yeah, we'll see. Have a great day.